to look out for in a Chinese supplier. So in this video, I'll be listing the 6 things that you need to look out for in a supplier, in a Chinese supplier. So the first thing you'll be looking out for in a Chinese supplier is the years of operation stroke establishment. Now let me explain. It is advisable to work with a supplier that is 3 years old on your 1688 app. Due to credibility, if you want to buy anything in any of your Chinese app, please always check years of operation, the years that the supplier has established have been in that app. Just check the years, okay? So to avoid problems. And if you are checking, make sure that that supplier has been in that app for at least 3 years. The reason is because these suppliers pay a lot of money to 1688 so that their store will be relevant to customers out there. However, there are suppliers that are just 2 years or 1 year. Honestly, I don't advise you to buy from them. But if you have the heart, you can go ahead and buy from them. But I don't advise my students to buy from any supplier that is just 2 years or 1 year. If you are buying from any supplier, make sure that that supplier has stayed in that Chinese app for at least 3 years. So the second thing you'll be looking out for in a Chinese supplier before buying from their store is response stroke return rate. Now let me explain what response stroke return rate means in China importation. Response rate also means communication rate, how fast the supplier replies to complaints. And it is best advised to work with a supplier that has at least 80% of response rate. Alright? When return rate means the percentage of returning customer in that particular store. A good store should have at least 45% return rate. Yes, once you open that store, you will see the percentage of returning customer up there. And also you see the response rate up there. And it's advisable to work with a supplier that has at least 80% response rate and at least 45% return rate, which means returning customer, which means that people are actually buying from this supplier. And for people to come back and buy from that particular supplier, that means that store is a good store. So these are the things that you should check out before buying from any Chinese supplier. So in my next video, I'll be explaining the rest. See you in my next video.